hiccup. Jimmy refusing to set boundaries that's gonna honor his relationship with you. The woman that he proposed to, Batimea style. Just blindly, Stevie Wonder style, blind. That is not a hiccup. And I'm low-key sick and tired of Love is Blind. Where are you finding these men? Shein? Temu? Falling without a parachute is crazy. But falling without a parachute for Clay? Now that has a crackhead undertone. Welcome back to Bennystake. I'm your girl Benny, and child, today we're gonna be doing yet another review of Love is Blind. Because when I tell you, everybody's eyes is working. All their eyes is working. I don't know why they're calling this Love is Blind, because all their eyes is working, and I'm convinced a lot of these contestants took a little crack before coming on the show. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk all about it. We're gonna be reviewing what episode was this, y'all? It was episode, was it 9 and 10? It was episode 9 and 10 when they all meet up again together. It was a hot mess. We're going to be talking all about it. If you haven't yet, please go ahead and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Turn on the notification bell so that you always know when I upload. Your girl is on a journey to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. You know what I mean? So that means I need to go ahead and be averaging about 25 subscribers per day. But as I'm calculating, the calculations are not calculating and producing the productions that need to be produced. You know what I'm saying? So definitely subscribe. You know, if you like this video, please comment, share with a friend, do all of the things, you know, help me out. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get into this. So for general thoughts, I feel as though these two episodes, it gave us some stuff, but also did not give us anything at the same damn time. You know what I'm saying? Half the time I was like, what is going on? It felt long for no reason. The two episodes were like an hour each, and I'm like, we could have wrapped this up in 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Comment down below, let me know how you guys felt about the two episodes. I just felt like it dragged a little bit longer than, you know, was necessary. We're gonna go ahead and start with AD and Clay. First thing I'm gonna say is, somebody go ahead and get that baby some eye drops. Y'all notice how much he be blinking? If he unannounced, here comes Clay. Like, Clay, what's going on? Is the blindness from Love is Blind affecting your eyesight? It be 2 seconds, nobody says nothing, here comes Clay. Right. Yeah, totally. You know my daddy be cheating. Like, it be unannounced. Am I the only one that peeped that? It just be so random and uncalled for. And AD, I'm getting to a point where I'm just kind of like, I don't even know what is going on with AD. Like, I'm not even sure what exactly our good sis is doing. So when we first see AD and Clay, it's at the meetup with AD's mom. You know what I'm saying? AD's mom is gorgeous. And another thing I'm going to say, the parents during this season, they've been speaking so highly of their children. You know what I'm saying? The parents have been coming through, letting everybody know that my child is the real deal. So you need to go ahead and act accordingly. So I really appreciate that about mom. But then during this meet and greet, our good sis AD, you know what I'm saying? Our good sis AD gonna let us know that she gonna follow Clay anyway. She gonna let us know not only did she agree to marry this man blindly, you know what I'm saying, she gonna follow him blindly. And I'm just kind of like, where to? Where are you trying to follow this baby to? Am I the only one that felt that way? Because Clay has not given us any kind of leadership or anything that's gonna be like, oh dang, like I feel safe or I feel secure with this person. Maybe they're being edited wrong, but I'm just kind of like, where is you trying to follow this baby? Where? Because he clearly can't see well. Every 5 seconds he's blinking with his eyes like this. And you gonna follow him where? Blindly, sis. So in the meeting, AD lets us know that she ain't seen Clay since like yesterday at 3 p.m. Meaning this baby has been working like non-stop. Now I'm not anti-working, because you know what I'm saying, I be hustling. You know what I'm saying? I be out here trying to make sure that the coins are coining the way coins are supposed to be coining. I'm not against hustling, but there are also boundaries that one has to set in place in order to make sense of any relationship that you're in. Especially a relationship that you don't propose to this person blindly. Now that your eyes have seen them, you have to see enough of them so that you can actually tell whether this is a match. You have to spend time with them to be able to tell what your physical connection is, what your life is actually going to look like in the real world. Because now we don't come out of the pods. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's seeing each other, life is happening. There has to be some kind of balance, and you have a short amount of time to decide that. Mind you, in the previous episode, she said the same thing, that they've not been able to spend enough time with each other. She even went as far as saying that she set up a whole, surprise date for him. She did all these favorite snacks. She did all of these things that he never got to see because this baby is busy working. I am a firm believer, comment down below, let me know what you think, but I'm a firm believer that you make time for the things and the people that matter to you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us be sitting over here in relationships by ourselves. You are sitting here, me, I'm just fighting for my love. Me, I'm fighting for my love. Who are you fighting with? Who are you fighting with? You know what I'm saying? You make time for the things and the people that you value. So if somebody is showing you consistently that they don't have time for you, it could be a sign. Even at the dinner with your potential mother-in-law, here comes Clay. So nice to meet you. You know what I'm saying? Your daughter is amazing. She has my back. She's my best friend. We do all these things. But my daddy was cheating. My daddy was cheating, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be cheating or not. What is it about that that's making you, my good sis AD, with your stacked body, what is it about that that's making you say, and I quote, I will follow him and fall without a parachute? Falling without a parachute is crazy. But falling without a parachute for Clay, now that has a crackhead undertone. You know what I'm saying? If we were to put a shades to it, the undertone will be crackhead. What is going on? What is going on, my good sis AD? Because I'm not understanding this. The mom asked a good question. She was like, okay, so as parents, we make our mistakes. We do things that don't align, but as our children, you guys are to exceed us. You guys are to do better than us. If your parents cheated and you feel as though cheating is wrong, there is nothing that says you have to continue cheating. So why do you keep hamping on this idea that cheating is going to be a problem if you believe cheating is wrong and you have no intention of cheating? Or are you already cheating? Are you getting swallowed up? What's going on, Clay? Somebody explain to me what is going on. But what is crazier is AD. What are you seeing? What are you seeing that you're going to be falling without a parachute? For Clay, he told you that you got to keep your body the way it is right now or y'all gonna have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys are out here talking about love is blind, but Clay is letting us know that even though love can be blind, if the love does not have booty, once my eyes are open, we're gonna have a problem. He's told you that. And then every 5 seconds, he gonna bring about his daddy that be cheating, his pets that be cheating, even his socks be cheating on him. Every time the socks get washed and you think the socks is lost in the washing machine, no, the socks are cheating. What are you seeing? What are you seeing that you're gonna be falling without a parachute? Number one, did y'all see how he slurped his soup? I have never seen somebody eat soup like that, and that was the problem. And then on top of that, they went ahead to take a selfie, and she was all like cute. Here comes Clay. You gonna follow that without a parachute? Blink twice if you're okay. Blink. Are we okay? And then we see them at the house after breakfast or whatever, and AD was like, oh babe, I picked up some colors for the bridesmaids. I'm thinking this is what they're gonna wear, it's gonna be cute. And he comes over by the little island and he's like, my daddy be cheating, right? In 2007, my daddy was cheating. And then out of nowhere, he gonna quote a scripture. And not only was his daddy cheating, this baby is letting us know that his role models are previous contestants of Love is Blind. Let's look back and see who was on Love is Blind. We have SK. SK cheated on Raven during the shooting, after the shooting, continuously as they were shooting. That was one of his role models. We have Uche, who are sitting here gaslighting, what was the name? Aliyah. Gaslighting Aliyah from now to kingdom come. Those are the people that he's finding as his role models. The other time he told us Didi and Will Smith. Those are the people he's looking up to as role models. With his eyes that he keeps blinking like this. When he opens it to see, those are the people he's looking up to for role models. Now you are running after him and you follow him blindly. Even without a parachute, you follow Clay. And then, did y'all people, the mom said, she was talking about how, like, you know, you guys are going to have your struggles, this and the third. You should not do as your parents did. Cool. I was behind that. And then this really got me. She gonna say, I'm already seeing Barack and Michelle coming up here. As in Clay and AD are giving Barack and Michelle. Now, the Michelle part I may be able to give to you. You know what I'm saying? Partial credit. You know what I mean? I may be able to give you, you know what I'm saying, like a little bit of a doppelganger. You know what I'm saying? Participation grade for Michelle Obama. But Barack, you said Clay is giving you the same energy as Barack? Have you been swallowed up? As your eyesight being swallowed up, you are seeing Barack. I need for us to respect Barack a little bit more. I'm gonna need for us to respect Barack. Because it's not Clay who keeps bringing up cheating in every conversation. We having breakfast. Clay, what would you like for breakfast? You know, I would like some pancakes, you know, a little bit of eggs, but no sausage, you know, because my daddy cheated. You know, so I can't do no meat because my daddy cheated. You know what I'm saying? Clay, how was your day? My day was good. But then I thought about my daddy cheating. Year 7 of his marriage. And then I didn't know what to do. This baby is not confident that he can marry you. And he's not confident that he can stay faithful to you. He's not even confident that he can lead you. But you are sitting here following blindly. AD, come on now. Unannounced is letting us know that he needs assistance in order to commit and love you. Unannounced, he's letting us know the things that he finds good with you are that the sex is good and that you're his best friend with good gossip. You, AD, are sitting there letting us know that you're going to follow this man without a parachute, blindly. You just going to follow him Batimea style, just like Batimea style. AD, what is this? You should not lean on your own understanding in all of your ways, trust in the Lord. My daddy was cheating 7 years ago. In year 7 of his marriage, he was cheating. I don't know if I want to commit with you. That's why I need your assistance. Not assistance in like managing our home. Not assistance in as far as like, you know, business ventures. Not assistance as far as, you know, support mentally. Not assistance in that. No. Clay is letting us know that he needs assistance to even commit to AD. And AD is sitting there like leaning on his understanding. What? Why? So next couple I want to touch on briefly, Jeremy and Laura. I am so glad Laura read him for filth. You know what I'm saying? Because more than anything, I want to be Jeremy when I grow up because the audacity of that baby. The audacity of that baby to sit there and try to gaslight Laura. That was just like crazy to me. So I'm glad. I am glad because one thing I will say, the men in this season have been trash. It's giving Temu. It's giving Ali Baba at this point. It's just terrible. Just terrible. I do not know where Netflix is getting these men. I just do not know where you're getting these men. It is terrible. It's giving Facebook Market. It is just terrible. But what is even worse is the pool of women this season. Y'all are weak in the knees. weak in the knees. You know, so it was very refreshing to see Laura read him fulfilled. And then Sarah Ann, girl, I have never seen somebody summoning their tears and the tears refused to come. And she said they kept on trying. Girl, sit down. This baby literally said there was like, I just feel like I just have the right, you know, to tell my story, you know, to just live my life. It's just like, how dare they tell me I came to this experience committed. She's trying to cry, but her eyes dry. At a certain point, give up, sis. And then Jeremy, they gonna get on the little, whatchamacallit, jet skiing, and then just like jet ski away, and he gonna tell Laura, your stuff are like, you know, already packed them, you can come and take them and carry on. Where are y'all getting these men from? Where? It's giving Craigslist. At this point, it's giving Craigslist. Netflix, where are y'all getting these men from? Jeremy, have you scheduled your appointment with your dentist? Have you? And last thing on this Sarah Ann person before I move on, I understand what AD was trying to do, but I was like, AD, you got more fish to fry. Is that the same, fish to fry? Either way, you got your own fish at home. Go mind the tilapia you got at your house. What was your whole point with that conversation? Because even Laura did not go address Sarah Ann. She left that one alone. But here you are, taking this one matter for your own self. Now you will come here and be defending the same woman who was over here titty smacking you up and down, and then told her fiance, you know, with yellow teeth to do the same. AD, focus. Next couple, we have Amy and Johnny. I think their relationship is very adorable, you know, but I just don't know. Their relationship is still giving me very much just like a deep friendship. I'm not getting a lot of the, you know, the butterflies, the attraction. I'm not getting a lot of that from them. Maybe I'm overreading it. They keep saying that they're attracted to each other. Things are going by smoothly. Maybe just because we've been seeing a lot of drama, so much so that I'm just kind of like, yo, this thing that seems to be just like mellow and just peaceful seems to me like, okay, is something missing? You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like this season has been so chaotic. I'm low-key almost just kind of like, and I know this is poorly of me, this is terrible of me, but I'm low-key being like, dang, like, what are we missing? What is going on between the two of them that we're not able to see? You know, it's giving me just like friendship. It's not giving me romance. It's not giving me like, you know, passion. It's not giving me excitement like, you know, in a romantic way. It's giving me that they're just very amicable, you know. It's giving like they could be really, really great friends. I'm not getting like, this is the love of my life. I'm not getting like deep commitment. It just feels very much just kind of like a great partnership, but it feels a little, I don't want to say loveless, but it just feels a little monotone to me a little bit. But comment down below, am I just the drama? Am I used to the chaos of, you know, Jeremy, you know, Kenneth and them? Am I just used to the chaos that I cannot recognize this peaceful thing as just that, a peaceful relationship, a healthy relationship? Comment down below and let me know. But I'm still not able to really gather what the relationship is giving, because again, it just feels very much like we just sit over here, we talk and we have plans and we have all these things. I'm not getting the passion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting the tootsie rolling, you know, the excitement of the tootsie rolling, you know. They figured out the whole vasectomy thing. He said that the vasectomy might be a little bit too, you know, too invasive of a procedure and it might not be easily reversible. So he's not really leaning towards that. And she said that she might be considering birth control, which, you know, kudos to them. But it just feels like they're having a lot of conversations about their relationship, and I'm not seeing the relationship relation, you know? I'm not seeing the relations that's relating. Maybe I'm the drama, you know, because there's some scenes of them being like, you know, affectionate, physically affectionate with each other. But whenever I see them together, it's just giving like a casual, you know, partnership. It's not giving romance, you know? It's not giving telenovela like it's not giving that, you know. But comment down below and let me know your thoughts. So now we have our good sis Megan Fox and Jimmy. First things first that we see them in was the meetup with Jimmy's parents. The two of them are coming there. They seem cute, they seem chill. They meet up the parents. And first thing I want to say about the parents is that everybody needs to go ahead and get a haircut. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy, once your check clears, you know what I'm saying, book you an appointment and invite your parents to get a haircut, you know. And this is coming from somebody whose hair is kind of looking a little, you know what I'm saying, I look like Bob Marley if he was on crack. It's just not giving all of the things that it needs to give, but you know, I'm cute. But book the appointment. You know what I'm saying? Book the hair appointment for your parents. It's going to be great. They meet Chelsea, and you know, Chelsea saying all these good things about Jimmy, how, you know, they love each other, they communicate so well. Because one thing, Megan Fox going to let us know, when people are around, Jimmy is great. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy is perfect. We communicate. Although we don't be seeing the communications, Megan Fox was letting us know that they be communicating and things are great. They see a life together. And for the first time, we actually got Jimmy saying good things about Megan. You know, like, you know, she's kind to me. This is the person that I've wanted to be with for the longest. I think we're compatible. The meeting goes by well. They meet the parents. Kudos, kudos, kudos. Then out of nowhere, it's the next scene. And the two of them are arguing about Jimmy's friends, who allegedly was also tootsie rolling with him before they just became friends. Jimmy, you ain't say that to us? So they're at the house, and then our good sis Megan Fox is gonna let us know that Jimmy went out yesterday for about an hour and a half without her, and he was out there celebrating a birthday party for a friend or something along those lines, and it made her feel sad, and she does not want to be with the person that's going to be going out all the time and making her feel sad. Our good sis Megan Fox was letting us know that Jimmy has about 3 pumps per day of personal space. You know what I'm saying? He gonna breathe 3 pumps, 3 air pumps of personal space. 1, 2, 3. After that, every air he breathes, he has to be telling her he loves her and kissing her. If he so much as steps out, it's going to be a problem for our good sis Megan Fox, and it's going to make her sad, and she's going to be sitting over here boo-boo crying. Jimmy's like, I'm not having this. I'm allowed to go out for a drink. What can I drink? What if I'm thirsty? What if I'm parched? Why can't I go out and be outside? Then it goes from you be going out to who you be going out with, who you be texting, who you be hanging out with all the doggone time. You be hanging out with your girlfriends. And then he was like, what? I can hang out with my friends? They are full on fighting about him going out, and it goes from that to who we be going out with, who we be texting on the daily basis, and now we be making our good sis Megan Fox, it be making her sad. It be making her cry, because we all know she gonna cry. You know what I'm saying? Unlike Sarah and Megan Fox, she gonna cry. You know what I'm saying? She gonna start up some shit. But as soon as she starts up some shit and it's not going her way, she gonna cry. We saw it with AD. You know what I'm saying? When Jimmy was like, oh, AD's kind of stacked. She was like, AD, you stacked. You got a bookshelf on you. And then when Jimmy was like, dang, like, you know, I'm sorry. I really mean to make you feel uncomfortable, AD. This, that, and the third. Guess what our good sis Megan Fox did? She cried. You know what I'm saying? She gonna start up some stuff, but she gonna cry about it. But on this one, I was like, okay, wait a minute. Jimmy, what is going on? You are going out all the doggone time, or you hanging out with your friends all the doggone time. What boundaries do you need to set? You know what I'm saying? So then she gonna be like, it makes me uncomfortable that you be out here with your girlfriends all the doggone time, and I'm not there, and I don't wanna be with somebody that does that. Jimmy, that makes me feel uncomfortable. Jimmy gonna be like, okay, if you want me to take a step back, tell me, I'm gonna go ahead and take a step back. She was like, okay, take a step back. Here comes Jimmy. No, I'm not gonna take a step back. Walks away. I'm talking about that baby did. So then I'm like, ooh, child, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Then we end up finding out the whole thing that they were doing about like, I know you slept with her. Come to find out it wasn't Jessica, because I thought it was Jessica. It was apparently one of his friends. Did y'all know that? So Jimmy walks away, he's in the bathroom, and I have never seen somebody brush more aggressively. That baby was like, and I'm like, Jeremy, are you watching? This is how you are supposed to be washing your teeth. Instead of being outside with Sarah Ann and then gaslighting Laura and making her feel like she was the dummy in this whole scenario. Anyways, Jimmy's out here mad. He's brushing like real hard. And then Chelsea comes and she's like, okay, so I've communicated to you that it makes me feel uncomfortable that you be out here hanging out with your girlfriends and you're letting me know that you're not willing to do that. Here comes Jimmy. He gonna talk about like, oh, okay, you said it made you feel uncomfortable, but you never said, can you stop hanging out with the girlfriends? And I'm like, Jimmy, listening is one thing. Comprehension is another. Listening is one thing. Comprehension is another. You mean to tell me your fiance, Megan Fox, that you don't propose to blindly, Bartimaeus style, just like blind, kipofu, like this, kipofu. You propose to her blindly. You mean to tell me this baby has to go ahead and write you an essay, send in an application, before you could validate the fact that hanging out with your girlfriends be making you feel uncomfortable? The girlfriend that you slept with. Y'all was out here tootsie rolling and you don't know what to do when your girl asks you to stop. So they go back and forth for what feels like an eternity, and in that conversation we find out that Jimmy's the one that actually told Megan that one of the friends that he be hanging out with, one of the girlfriends, his female friends that he be hanging out with, is somebody that he's actually slept with. It was a one-time thing, but now they're just friends. It makes her uncomfortable. She voices that it makes her uncomfortable. Jimmy refuses to acknowledge that on some technicality, talking about, oh, okay, you did say it makes you uncomfortable, but you never said, Jimmy, can you please stop? What does uncomfortable mean? If I say I'm uncomfortable eating food that has too much pepper, you need to stop giving me food that has too much pepper. While it might be great for me to be like, stop giving me food that has too much pepper, it's implied if I'm uncomfortable with something that maybe you should stop. Especially if the woman that you're dealing with is the women that you propose to blindly, Bartimaeus style. Jimmy, what is this? So then they go back and forth and she's like, I'm not sure you even love me. I'm not sure you even love me. Jimmy gonna get mad that this baby says she's not sure that you even love her. Jimmy, we are all looking at this. You do not love that girl. What is this? Have you been swallowed up? Jimmy, have you been swallowed up? What is going on? Have your senses been swallowed up? What is this? So then he gets mad at her for bringing it up, especially because it was a conversation they had privately. And now he's like, I'm not sure I want to do this anymore. I give up. I'm about to leave. We don't need to be together. Now our good sis Megan Fox, she starts begging, y'all. Y'all, the next time we see them together, Jimmy's sitting on the couch and she comes in and he's like, yo, what's up? You know, and he starts talking like, yo, you know, our last fight was like really crazy and I went out here, you know, I did a lot of walking. You know, I said that walking, you know how you walk with the Lord and you get that clarity. Our good brother Jimmy was out here just like walking and thinking. And the more he walked and the more he thought, he came to the decision that he in fact does not want to be with our good sis Megan Fox. Y'all, Megan Fox starts begging. I'm talking about the night before she was low-key begging, but at this point, she's full-on begging. I'm talking about prayers and supplications. You know what I'm saying? Less prayers, a lot of supplications. You know what I'm saying? Our good sis Megan Fox was out here suppleting. If that's even a word, she was out here supplicating. She gonna be like, I'm sorry, it was my fault, I did not handle this properly, you know, but I do not appreciate that whenever there's a hiccup between the both of us, pause, a hiccup, this, That's a hiccup. Your fiance saying he don't want to be hanging out with the friends that he used to hang out with that he's actually slept with. Even though it makes you uncomfortable, that is in fact not a hiccup. The same way your face does not look like Megan Fox, this behavior is not a hiccup. That's a hiccup. That behavior, not a hiccup. You, Megan Fox. This woman, Megan Fox. That's a hiccup. Jimmy refusing to set boundaries that's gonna honor his relationship with you. The woman that he proposed to, Batimea style. Just blindly, Stevie Wonder style, blind. That is not a hiccup. It is not. And she doesn't end there, you people. You thought it was finished. No, she kept on going. She says, yesterday as they were fighting, as Jimmy was out here disrespecting her, she said she felt more in love with him yesterday when he was disrespecting her, walking out on her, telling her he don't even want to marry her anymore. It was then, you know what I'm saying? It was then that my good sis Megan Fox knew for a fact that Jimmy loved her and that she loved him. See, now I ain't gonna call you dumb because I don't do that. I'm a child of God. But at this point, it is not enough for you to go ahead and apply, you know, to the circus to be a clown. Like, that's not enough. You know what I'm saying? Start an LLC. Immediately. Megan Fox Clown Corporations. Immediately. It's not enough for you to just get, you know what I'm saying, like the clown of the day, the clown of the month. It's not enough for you to just be the clown of the moment. My sister, you need to start an LLC. Megan Fox Clown Corporation. You know what I'm saying? You need to be the head clown in charge because ain't no way. Ain't no way. Absolutely not. Ain't no way. You need to run. You need a circus of your own. You are playing in the minor leagues. That's not okay. You need a clown institution. You know what I'm saying? You need to start a clown foundation. You need to be the head clown in charge. Call it Megan Fox Clown Corporation of International Corporation of Clownery. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. What is this? This one you are begging. If you don't. And then at the meetup, she finally meets Trevor. And I'm sitting here, all the feelings that I felt as how wrong her choice was. It came right back to the surface with seeing the ways in which Trevor spoke about her. The ways in which Trevor spoke to her. The ways in which Trevor still had admiration. Admiration that was effortless. Admiration that you didn't have to earn. Love that you didn't have to fight for. Love that you didn't have to be begging for. Love that you didn't have to be out here just like sinking yourself so low. When Michelle Obama was saying like when they go low, go lower. This one, you took it personally. You know what I'm saying? You took it as your own personal mandate. Jimmy has taken you down low. I'm talking about take it to the low, take it down low, take it down low. And you have met him lower. Lower, 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 lower. Chelsea, that conversation with Trevor literally broke my heart for him, but mostly for you, Chelsea, because I cannot reiterate. I cannot find more ways to tell you how dumb your decision was to choose Jimmy over Trevor. Trevor who chose you. You are his only. before seeing you. Even after he saw you, you were still his only. That baby kept the bracelet. The bracelet that you gave him, that baby still kept it. He fell so in love with who you are as a person. And when he saw you, he was still in awe of who you are. You left that for somebody who had to rock, paper, scissors himself into choosing you. Start the LLC. Like, start the LLC. Immediately. And then got the nerve, during the roundup, when we were talking with all the ladies, she gonna be like, dang, like, Laura, Jeremy is so wrong, Jeremy is so wrong. How can you see the wrong in others, but not in your own? What is this? And while she's sitting here having the conversation with Trevor, we have Jimmy over there with Jessica. Jessica, who was low-key trying to be shady and nice at the same time. Girl, pick a side. Don't be lukewarm, pick a side. Either you gonna be shady or you gonna be nice. Don't sit over here flirting with this man and then under the same breath talking about don't hurt her, don't hurt her. Why? Why? Yeah, why women's be shady like it's nobody's business. Yeah, just be shady, shady McGee. Jimmy's there inappropriate, being giddy, letting Jessica know that she is still his number one. And Chelsea, you were there begging. You couldn't even get yourself to tell Trevor what was going on in the relationship because deep down inside you, you're embarrassed. Why are you carrying on like this? I don't know. I don't know. Bow your head, let me pray for you. Father God, it just was embarrassing, you know. And Chelsea, I'm embarrassed for you. You know, our good sis Megan Falls, I am very embarrassed for you. And I'm in my house, oh. Me say I'm in my house, but I'm embarrassed for you. Anyway, Sha, that's it for today. For my predictions, when it comes to like the weddings, who gonna say yes? Our good sis Megan Falls, she gonna say yes. You know, Jimmy gonna say no. That's what I'm predicting. For Clay and AD, I feel like, what do I think? I hope she says no, but I feel like she might say yes. And they're just gonna try it out to carry on with the fame, to carry on with this, you know, popularity that they think they're gaining, especially Clay. You are here for all the wrong reasons. You watching the previous contestants and you coming up with role models, it's crazy to me. If the role model was not Cam, with Cameron and Lauren, I don't know where the roles and the models are. I just don't know where you're seeing that. I just don't know where you're seeing that. I can't see it. You're not saying so. I think the two of them are gonna say yes just to carry on with the show. Amy and Johnny, I want them to say yes. I want them to say yes so that we can at least see what this is, you know. Give us some kind of joy this season, you know what I'm saying? But that's it, y'all. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Bye, Z's.